All right, today we're going to take a little virtual day trip to Aotearoa, New Zealand. Why? Because we're diving into the unique, wonderful, and sometimes pretty confusing slang you'll hear over there. By the end of this, you'll have the basics down to start sounding a little more like a local. Have you ever been in a conversation just nodding along, but inside you're thinking, what on earth did they just say? Yeah? Well, if a phrase like she'll be right, sweet as, has ever left you totally stumped, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to clear all that up.
So, our virtual day trip is officially kicking off. But look, before we get going, we've got to cover the absolute essentials. Think of these as the foundational words you're going to hear the second you step off the plane. First up, and you could argue this is the most important word of all, Kiwi. Now, this isn't just about that fuzzy, flightless bird that's a national icon. It's what New Zealanders proudly call themselves. So when you hear someone say they're a Kiwi, they're talking about their nationality. Simple as that.
Okay, now for your first real interaction. Kia ora. You say it like kia ora. This beautiful Māori greeting is basically your all-purpose hello. It's so warm, it's welcoming, and I'm not kidding, you will hear it absolutely everywhere. It's just the perfect way to start any conversation.
Right, we've totally nailed our greetings. Now, let's actually make some plans for our day. This is where the slang really starts to show off that famously laid-back nature of Kiwi culture.
Okay, so picture this. Someone asks, hey, want to go to the beach? You could totally say sweet as, which is this fantastic all-purpose, yep, or sounds good. But if you're really excited about it, you'd go with choice as. It just packs that extra punch of enthusiasm. So sweet as is cool, but choice as is awesome.
And what if something small goes wrong? You know, like you spill a drink at a picnic. The response you'll almost always hear is all good or no worries. It's basically the verbal version of a relaxed shrug. It just signals that everything's fine. No big deal at all.
The plan is set, the sun is out. We are heading out for the day. But hold on, first, we gotta pack our bag. And trust me, in New Zealand, knowing what to call your stuff is half the fun.
Let's have a look at what's in our bag here. You don't pack a swimsuit, you pack your togs. And forget flip-flops, you're wearing jandals. Your drinks, they go in a chili bin. And because the weather can turn on a dime, you always bring a jumper, which is just what they call a sweater. Easy.
So where are we off to with all this gear? Well, we're going tramping. This is the Kiwi word for hiking, and it's practically a national pastime. Let's be honest, tramping just sounds way more rugged and adventurous than just going for a walk, doesn't it?
After a good tramp, what's next? It's time for a classic Kiwi barbecue. Now, these social gatherings have their own set of rules and their own lingo, and believe me, you'll want to get this right.
The word mate is all about tone, all of it. Someone hands you a drink and says, cheers mate, that's super friendly. But if you accidentally knock over their chili bin and they say, listen here mate, oh, you're in trouble. It's all in the delivery. Same goes for bro, which is pretty much always a warm, friendly term.
Okay, pay attention because this one tip could save you from some major embarrassment. If your Kiwi host asks you to bring a plate, they are not telling you they're short on dishes. They are asking you to bring a dish of food to share with everyone. A salad, a dessert, whatever. Showing up with an actual empty plate? Well, that's a classic tourist mistake.
Now here's a good one, where a single letter changes everything. A stubby is a small bottle of beer. Stubbies, plural, are those very short shorts that guys often wear. You really don't want to get those two confused. And hey, while you're there, grab a scoop of Hokey Pokey ice cream and just hang out with your whānau. That's your extended family and close friends.
So beyond just single words, there are some key phrases that just perfectly capture that easygoing, optimistic Kiwi mindset. You know, understanding these is like getting a peek into the real heart of the language. This one right here is maybe the most Kiwi phrase of them all. She'll be right. Is your car making a funny noise? She'll be right. Worried about the weather for the barbecue? She'll be right, mate. It's like a national philosophy of optimism and we'll figure it out, all wrapped up in 3 simple words. It just means, don't stress, it'll all work out. This next one is a masterpiece of polite disagreement. Yeah, nah, it sounds like a total contradiction, right? But it's this really gentle way of saying, I hear what you're saying, but I don't really agree. So in this example, the yeah part acknowledges the question, while the nah delivers the real answer. No, I didn't think it was rubbish. It's an incredibly useful phrase you'll hear all the time.
And as our long day of tramping and socializing finally comes to an end, you might be feeling pretty tired. The perfect words for that are buggered or knackered. If you tell someone, "Man, I'm absolutely buggered," every Kiwi will know you are more than ready for a good night's sleep.
As our day winds down, it's really important to touch on a word that has some deep cultural significance and, of course, learn how to say a proper goodbye.
Okay, this is a really important one. Mana is a profound Māori concept. It's not just slang. It represents a person's integrity, their prestige, their spiritual power. It's something you earn through your actions. It's all about respect. To say someone has great mana, that's one of the highest compliments you can give.
So how do we say goodbye after our big day out? Well, you could use the formal Māori haere rā. More commonly, though, you'll hear ka kite anō, which basically means see you later. But for a super casual sign-off with a friend, a simple chur works perfectly. It can mean thanks, cheers, or even goodbye.
So there you have it. From chua bro to she'll be right, Kiwi slang is so much more than just words. It's a window into a culture that really values friendship, good humor, and not sweating the small stuff. It's a great reminder that language isn't just about what we say, but it's about how we see the world. Choices, eh?